Hi, everyone. We have author Cheya Thousand here, and she's going to tell us a little bit about herself.
Hey everybody, how are you guys today? So, Cheya Thousand, I am the author of Holding Space for Self. And a little bit about me is I'm from Brooklyn, New York originally. I now live in Jacksonville, Florida, and I am on the committee to get everyone to move here. So, if you're looking for a little nice place to come in Florida, come to Jacksonville. But I love reading, I love writing, but I will say that I'm not confident in my writing. So this book was actually a labor of love and a test. It had been on my heart for a while, and I was just like, and I actually did it as an ebook and only put it on my website. And then something told me, I honestly think it was God that was just like, take it off the website, actually go back and rewrite it, and then self-publish it. So here we are. And it's a year and a half later, and I'm so happy. It was one of the best things I ever did.
Nice. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So what inspired you to write this book?
So over the last few years, I have been on this wellness journey since moving to Florida. I've been in Florida for 8 years, and coming down here, like just having access to like the beaches, the sun, and all of that. When I was in New York, I was like already into fitness, but when I moved here, I moved a half mile from the beach. And I was like on a journey within myself of just healing bad relationships, all kinds of craziness, coming out of a crazy situationship, and really just finding myself, finding what I value, finding what's important to me. And I was able to do that by adapting certain things in my life that were built around wellness. So it started in a physical form, and then it went into spiritual. And then it went into like, oh, okay, well, I like doing things for other people. How can I make something for other people? And I realized that I had developed this system, and I was calling it my SPC, which is my spiritual, physical, and creative outlets. And so I was doing this, and people were asking me like, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? And then I would start telling people. So then I wanted to actually make boxes for people. So then it started with me making self-care boxes for moms. And then it's like, oh, okay, well, I write notes in the boxes each month. I kept writing notes. I kept writing tips. So that's how it all kind of started. And then it evolved as more people were like, I'm not a mom. Can I get a box? I'm not a mom. Can I get this? I'm not a mom. Can I get this? And I'm like, well, this is interesting. I didn't expect that. So it like started taking on its own little vibe.
And have you experienced writer's block?
Yes. So this book, again, this is a labor of love and a test, because as I was writing it the first time, it was being forced. It wasn't 100%. I knew I wanted to write it, but it was like a quick, like little ebook. And it took me months. I think I put it out in November, and I didn't start working on it and pull it off the website until probably March. And that whole time was like writer's block. Like I kept writing stuff, and I'm like, no, I was writing stuff, no. And then March, I was just like praying about it. And I'm like, Lord, like, am I really supposed to write this book? What is going on? And it just like happened. And I'm like, oh, and it's not a really like crazy thick book. It's a quick read, but I love it because I think it's one of those things where if you need a jump start to your wellness, to your self-care, this is the perfect thing. And you're not going to be intimidated because you're like, I don't read that whole book. It's like, it's so good. It's perfect.
Okay, show us the book.
Yeah, so Holding Space for Self.
Okay.
Like I said, it's not even anything. It's 3 chapters. It really goes through time management as well as self-compassion and then tips for self-care. And what's really unique about this book is there are actually coupons in here that you can use on some of the products that I've actually used in the boxes where moms have raved about it. And so those vendors put coupons in the book that you can use on their website. So it's not a lot of people give you a book and it's like, oh, here's a discount on something else later.
Save some money. Where can we purchase the book?
So the book is available on Amazon as well as Cheya1000.com. You can also follow me on Instagram, and you can purchase it in my Instagram as well.
And what's your Instagram?
Cheya1000. So on Instagram, it's only the physical copy because Instagram is a hater and they don't let you sell your digital copies. But if you go to the link in my bio, you'll be able to buy the digital copy, which is the ebook. And the ebook has a worksheet attached to it. The physical copy does not.
Okay. And what do you hope readers take away from your book?
Honestly, putting yourself first and learning how to not get overwhelmed. People love saying like, oh, I don't like routines. I don't like routines. Routines bring freedom. It's really just a mindset shift. So how can you manage your time so that you can pour into yourself? We always say we don't have enough time. And then we'll be like, well, Beyonce's got the same amount of hours. And you want to compare yourself to somebody like that. One, comparison is not good. Two, she got a whole team.
Right.
So like she can do all those things because she's not doing them. You are actually doing them. So how do you set yourself up for success and build intentionality into your day? And it's through routines. I don't care what anyone says, the most freest spirit will get overwhelmed if things start popping up in their day that they didn't anticipate. But if you have a routine and you set your intentions for the day, when those things pop up, you can easily be like, okay, well, I can move this out the way, or that can go to tomorrow. You don't have to be overwhelmed and stressed out about getting it done. And I really want people to be able to manage their stress by cultivating a habit of self-care to de-stress, and even focusing on their God care, focusing on their creative outlets. Those are the things I call the wellness pyramid. And they'll shift. So creative might be at the top sometimes. Physical might be here. This one might be your spiritual. And then spiritual might be at the top. But that pyramid is balanced because it's doing this. So those things will shift. And that's really what I want the takeaway to be.
Okay. And now describe the cover. How did you come up with the cover?
Let me tell you something. People do not know Canva is your best friend. And you hear people
really? That's my favorite app.
Listen, Canva. Whole thing on Canva, and it's self-published. Like, I love Canva. I really just kept going in there, and at first it didn't look like this, and I just kept messing around, and I was like, oh, I like the font, I like this, and then I kept showing it to people. I was like, if you read it, how does it read? And then some people would be like, oh, for self, holding space, and I'm like, okay, I know that's not the name, but okay, if that's how you read it. So it was a matter of kind of tweaking it a little bit and playing around with it. But I had like 6, 7 different covers. And the first time I actually wrote it, it was all purple. And it wasn't, I don't even know if it was called Holding Space for Self. It might have been, or it might have been something else. Like I really messed around with it so much, and everything was in Canva.
That's great. So you're self-published and you did the illustration of your book yourself. You go.
Thank you. Canva is your best friend. I think I paid $1.99 to use this picture. Canva's your best friend.
Yes, they have everything. Now, do you plan on writing another book?
Yes. The next book is more than likely going to be Holding Space for God. And that's really because we live in such a narcissistic society, and everything we do is like self. And even when it comes to self-healing, everyone says that, but we can't do anything and operate in anything without God. And if you have your spirituality in check, then it gives you the ability to hold space for self. Then everything, God is the source. So we need to hold space for God as we're holding space for self, and he'll make sure all those other things fall into place. So Holding Space for God is the next book.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on everything, and good luck. And we wish you much success in your future. For the next book, make sure you hit us up for that one too.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, is this your writing space? Are you in your writing space, or do you write wherever?
I kind of write wherever. This is my new office. I literally just put this office together. Normally I'm working off of the couch, and I was like, you know what? Again, we're just creating spaces, right? So I need to be able to walk out this door and know that work is left in here. Mm-hmm. And with everything being in a house right now, it's really hard. And we want to be comfortable. So I was sitting on the couch, I'm comfortable. But then I'm like, then I just close my computer and I watch TV. And I'm like, there's no differentiation of space. I need close that door. Everything in here is work related. I'm good. But I write wherever. Honestly, I write on my phone a lot. My mom was my editor. I send her stuff in like text messages, like link her to a note or something. I have an iPhone. I just link her to a note. I'm like, can you read this? Can you look at this? Or Google Docs. She can go in there while I'm doing it at the same time. So it's honestly anywhere, wherever I'm inspired. And then sometimes I do dictation because I'll be like, ooh, and I'll just do a voice note real quick. And I found this awesome app that allows you to transcribe, and it's like free, and it is almost like 98% accurate.
Really?
Yeah. So
send me that when we get off of here, send that.
I got you. It's like, honestly, it has blown my mind. It really, I just did it for an article I recently wrote, and I was just like, dang, this is the most accurate I've ever seen. And I just transcribed the whole audio, and it 98% accurate.
Wow. You doing your work.
I'm trying out here.
Now, what do you like to do when you're not reading? What do you like to do when you're not writing?
Honestly, play with my dog. He's not over here, but he has a whole wall in the house. I'm always with my dog. Like, really, I'm playing with my dog all the time. I usually like to work out. So I also have a blog that I write on, Well Fit Blog. So that's where I've been doing a lot of my writing. And I'm honestly thinking about turning the blog into a book and just taking some of those excerpts out about being well and being fit, because they do go hand in hand. So I write blogs, I play with the dog, I love eating. I'm transitioning to plant-based right now. Oh. So messing around. You are?
I'm vegan. I'm not 100% plant-based yet because I do like my starch, but definitely vegan. And we're going on 2 years now.
Wow, congratulations. Yeah. That's awesome. I'm transitioning.
Yes, it's coming hard. Into it. I didn't know that it was so much. Like, I didn't even know the difference between freaking vegetarian, vegan, then you have plant-based, you have all of these different, I'm like, but yeah, I definitely feel much better though. Definitely. Okay, and are you a reader as well?
I am a reader. Like right now I have a stack of books. I'm ridiculous. Like I buy books like so much, like too much right now. I just finished Kingdom Women by Tony Evans. Okay. And it was amazing. So amazing that literally every week I've been buying it for other people and then just shipping it to their house and surprising them because it's been that good. Yeah.
Okay. Really. And so right now, is that your favorite book right now?
Yeah, right now. I literally just finished it probably last week or the week before, and I'm in a Bible study with my girlfriends and we're using it. So we've still been talking about it, but I just got 2 more books from him that I'm about to start reading. And I have 4 books on my desk. Like books are coming to the house all the time. It's quite ridiculous. Like on my nightstand, I think I have 3 books as well. I have a whole corner of my couch that's just books. And I'm constantly just pulling and going through them and picking different ones. So I might start one, stop, put it down, pick up something else. I might just kind of play around.
Yeah. Okay. So is there anything else that you would like to tell us about your book?
Honestly, cultivating a habit of self-care can literally change the game on your life. That's all I don't even know any other way to say it. And I really focus on living with intention. So when it comes to your self-care and your wellness, it's a matter of just intentionality and making a time for it. And a lot of the time we make time for everything else. People don't show up for us. We say no worries. But what we don't do is give ourselves that same level of compassion and care. So that's what the book is going to help you with. And intentionality is everything. It's a daily act and it's a daily choice to hold space for self.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me. I like this. This was fun.
Thank you.